Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Cubes Day, where I go ahead and sign up for a Vintage Cube, and we see what um, what kind of power we open. So let's go ahead and jump in, and um, hopefully open three pieces of power and get past the Soul Ring. So the Vintage Cube ends tomorrow. So if y'all want to get in now. Um, if you're seeing this on YouTube, you'll probably only have like 16 hours or something. And it looks like we are in the cube. Let's see what pack one has for us. And that's a Mox Jet. We're going to go ahead and snatch that one right up. And Broadside Bombardiers is also a good card. It's probably not coming back. Portal if you want to be in Tinker, but power is power. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Um, I'm going to take the Prismatic Vista here. Um, it's leaves us very open to kind of see what we want to do and where we want to go. Shelldock Isle is also a good card. Um, we already passed Portal, so taking this Tinker doesn't seem like a thing we really want to do. Um, I think we're just going to stay open and kind of pop into something like this Fast Bond here. Fast Bond's a great card. And then we can prioritize um, draw sevens, memory jar, wheel of fortune, time twister, stuff like that, and end up like blue green land sort of thing. Here, nothing overly special. We can take grist. We already have the Mox Jet for that. Or we could take this Marsh Flats. Um, stay a little bit open, maybe wheel Flame Tongue or Reclaimer Caryatid. Um, and let's take this Marsh Flats, see where we go from here. Well, there's a memory jar. Memory jar is really good with fast bonds. There's also this Ragavan, um, which Ragavan's just a busted magic card. Um, as anybody who's played with or against it. There's still a Force of Will in here, and a Lightning Bolt. So I'm kind of stuck between these two cards. I think the Memory Jar is more likely to wheel. So I'm going to take this Ragavan. Let's see. Well, I'm going to take this Lotus Cobra. Lotus Cobra is like extra good with this fast bond and the fetch lands we already have. So let's do that. Let's see. Um, I'd be okay picking up like a Zurin Orb and a Crucible Effect to go infinite. Yeah, we got a Robber of the Rich, a Boseiju, which I don't hate. The Spara's Headquarters, which turns this Marsh Flats into a tapped green source. Also, this Time Warp or Lorien revealed. You know what? I'm going to take the Spara's Headquarters. Just kind of like make sure we get our lands underneath us. We don't have really anything to Mystical Tutor. Tarmogoyf is okay. Don't want Guardian or Shield Breaker or Monstrous Rage. I'm kind of hovering over this Brain Freeze. We could end up in a Breach deck. We didn't see Breach at all. So we'll take this Brain Freeze and see what we can do. Okay. So Portal came back, which means what? I don't know. We could take Leovold. Leovold's really good with the draw sevens we're looking for anyways. We could also take this Cryptic Coat, but that's kind of eh. I'm going to take this Leovold, and then we'll end up like 4-color stuff. And Tireless Tracker is really good with the fetch lands we already have. That's super sweet. I kind of want to take this Thought Scour. Maybe. Soul Guide Lantern. Let's take this Thought Scour. Alright, so Reclaimer came back, and so did FTK. I'm going to take FTK as kind of like Anjar came back. That's absolutely awesome. So FTK is a removal spell, and maybe we don't need to play the red cards. If we find a red source we can fetch with this Marsh Flats, that would be super awesome. But we picked up our first draw 7, which is good with Leovold and really good with Fast Bond. All right, we can pick up a Silent Clearing. That's fine. Fulminator for the board. I don't hate it. I might not be playing the Silent Clearing. We do already have 2-3 white sources. Well, there's a Mana Vault. There's a Rafine's Tower. There's a Cradle. There's an Exploration. Those are the cards I'm really kind of looking at. I think I'm going to take this Mana Vault, actually. Having extra mana is really good with draw 7s, which is kind of our plan. And then Exploration might wheel. Rafine's Tower, Snapcaster might wheel, Waterlogged Grove. There is a Grizzlebrand in here. We did see a show and tell last pack, so that's unfortunate. Jace is also in here, but the stock on Jace has gone way down. So I'm going to take this Mana Vault, and hopefully we can find something good to dump all of this mana in. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of like right in the wheelhouse of cards that we want. Passing Stomping Ground and Thundering Falls, which is unfortunate, but I don't hate it. I'm going to pick up this Watery Grave. It's an untapped blue source for this Marsh Flats. And we might wield Concealing Curtains, Outland Liberator, Jace. We're really looking for like Badlands or Blood Crypt. All right, here. I don't hate taking like Baleful Strix, Palantir, Breeding Pool. We don't have a fetch land that fetches that right now, but we're looking to be base blue-green, I think. So taking that now and then yeah, let's take that now, just to kind of round out our mana. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the overhead light and the fan on here in a second. So there's an Overgrown Tomb. There's an Asika's Chariot, which is really, really good. It's a Sylvan Library, also good with Fast Bond in the fetch lands. I think I'm going to take the Sylvan Library. Let's we're looking for like a Shieldred or a Hull Breacher, maybe even a Narset also. This Brain Freeze might not get in here. There's a Trop. There's a Dismember, a Fatal Push, a Brazen Borrower. I don't think I'm going to take the Trop. I already have a Breeding Pool and Aspara's Headquarters. There's also really big Nissa, which is fine, but I'm going to take this Brazen Borrower. It's semi removal spell. Well, there's an Omnath and a Territorial Kavu. We're looking to play red anyways because of Ragavan and Wheel of Fortune, and we have 4 other colors. Yeah, we can be like 4-color Domain, and then if Omnath wheels, we can pick that up too. I don't hate that. Pick up this Once Upon a Time, I guess. No. I do think we want a Sweeper. Or do we want this? No. Let's take the Damnation. The Exploration came back. That's awesome. 5 mana Nissa, I don't hate. Outland Liberator is pretty good. That was a card I expected to come back. Baleful Strix, I'm okay with that. We can take a Sharp-Eyed Rookie, I suppose. I don't think we're going to play it, though. It's a little more aggressive than what we want. All right, so we most certainly need a red land with a basic land type. Take this Unexpectedly Absent, I suppose. Mutagenic Growth, that's not going to do a whole lot. All right, pack 3. We want Volcanic or more power. And probably cut this Thought Scour as well. Yeah, well, there's a Mox Sapphire and an Oko. Ooh. That's I'm going to take the Mox. I'm going to feel real bad that I'm passing the guy to my left in Oko. Maybe Terra Sunder Wheels. Time Spiral, Troll, but I'm definitely taking this Mox Sapphire. I can't pass that. There's a Bloodstained Mire. That's one. Yeah, that's a card we most certainly want because that fetches red and blue, which is great. Fiery Confluence, Urza Saga. Urza Saga here, I think, is probably the best bet, right? We have 2 Moxen and a Mana Vault to get. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe we wheel Saheeli. There's the LED for the combo, but I don't think we're gonna play that. I think I can take this Fury. I don't hate that. I mean, LED is kind of good with the draw 7s, but I don't hate taking this Fury. Double red's kind of hard for us to cast right now. Maybe it's Witherbloom Command. There's a Vamp Tutor, which I don't hate. I'm going to take this Witherbloom Command. I think that's... Well, there's a natural order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we already passed Atraxa. We already passed Hoof and World Spine Worm. None of those came back. I'm going to take this Chain Lightning. Well, there's a Ren and Realm Breaker. There's an Echo of Eons. A Loam. There's no red source. That's like super unfortunate. I'm going to take this Echo. And there's Breach. There's also Zurinorb, but I didn't pick up any... I didn't see any like Crucible effects except Loam. I'm going to take this Breach and maybe, just maybe, the LED wheels. If that, there's a Badlands. That was like the absolute best card we could get past right now. Because that makes this Marsh Flats into a red source. It makes this Bloodstained Mire so much better. Let's go. All right. So the Time Spiral didn't wheel, which is unfortunate. Troll did wheel, which gets just Badlands. Let's put this Terra Asunder. Let's take the Terra Asunder. The removal spell is pretty good. We can take Iteration, or we can take Hootie. Hootie and the Blowfish. 31 minus 8 is 23. Let's take Iteration for now, I think. All right. Blood Tithe Wield, Ledger Shredder Wield. Let's take the Blood Tithe Harvester. I don't think we're going to play it. Was that the pack with the LED in it? That was the pack with the LED in it. Then we didn't. I didn't get to go off. I mean, maybe we can play this Thought Scour and like mill this Echo. Oh, the LED wheeled. Oh, the LED wheeled. I don't know what to do about that because we like accidentally ended up with Breach combo. And put this Iteration in the board. What? We can probably put Flame Tongue in the board. And Nissa and Lone Wield? What? What is this draft? All right, let's sort by color. Well, that was very unhelpful. We have a bunch of lands over here. All right, so let's grab all these lands, put them up here. We can put these two up here, and then move those over so I can see. All right, deck building, what do we got? At 24 cards. All right, so we got to cut one. Oh, the last cut here, man. Is it the Outland Liberator? Or is it? Because these draw cards, these do stuff. Yeah. It might be Liberator. I think it's Liberator. And we end up on this, like, weird combo deck sort of thing. Um, yeah, and I mean, Spar's headquarters in Badlands is full domain. Remove from sideboard. let's let's get you all up in here. All right, so we need 7 lands. What we got? We ended up like 4-color nonsense. So actually, let's cancel that. You're a red card. You're a blue card. You're a black card. You're a black card. All right. So let's see what we have first. How many green sources do we have? Do you get green? You do not get green. You get green 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you probably want 3 more green sources. You're a red card. You're a blue card. You're a black card. You're a black card. All right. How many red sources do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 red sources. So I think we want 1 mountain. Do that. It's going to reset. Love that for me. How many blue sources? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to want 1 island. How many black sources? 1, 2. Oh, yeah, right. We also have the mock sapphire. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black sources. So yeah, yeah, that's probably fine. Oh, that's an extra card. All right, so let's cut this extra green source. Sort by mana value. You're a 3-drop. All right, cool, cool beans. So that's 15 lands, 2 moxes. You know, I don't hate this. It is a lot of colors. It's going to make our 3 fetch lands very, very important. Um, and we have 3 draw 7s. We have the breach combo. We have a Ragavan. Turn 1 dashing Ragavan sounds like some dirty, dirty magic. All right, so let's save that. We're going to fire it up here in about 2 seconds. I'm going to turn the overhead light on and the fan because I'm getting a little toasty. All right, we are back with this beautiful 4-color pile of combo stuff. So let's go ahead, fire up round 1. And if we run into the aggro decks like mono white, we can move off of the draw 7 shenanigans, because we don't really want to because we don't really want to fill their hands with cards. Plus, we have a bunch of like 2-drops we would love to cast that block. We have an FTK. We have a Fulminator Mage, which is like 6 one way, half a dozen another. It's a 3-mana 2/2 that blocks and maybe blows up a land. But we can probably 2-1 with this deck. I would not be upset if that's what happened. If we get to, combo out an opponent or 2, it's what we're here for, really, is to do super powerful, dumb, fun things in Vintage Cube. Jesus, Magic Online. That, my friends, I am on the draw. Looks like all of my colors. I am going to keep this. We are going to play Spar's Headquarters on 1 into Badlands, probably Territorial Kavu, because that will be a big old 5/5. If we get wastelanded, we get wastelanded, and we're sad pandas. That's not a wasteland. That's a polluted delta, into 3 colors. That's a Ren and 6. All right, it makes this Baleful Strix not super great. That's a Mox Sapphire, but let's play this 5/5. I don't see any black mana, so I'm not going to play this Mox Sapphire right now. Thanks for the follow, Bakeko. Let's go with Bakeko. Very much appreciate that. That's a grist into a 1/1. Okay. They milled their own Kavu. Okay, so I think the plan is to... I'm going to Chain Lightning this insect token. And I think I want to loot with the Kavu. I'm going to kill Grist, because that's going to continue to put blockers into play. I'm going to discard this forest. Oh, well, all right, Motobugs. Let's play a forest and play a Sylvan Library. Just get our draw on. My opponent over here getting just all of the value from Ren and 6. Tameo, Collector of Tales. Okay. They got Grist back. That's fine. All right. Tear Asunder's not a terrible draw. We can tear asunder something. Or, hear me out, chat. We echo. Hear me out. Let's attack Ren in 6. We're going to loot. It doesn't really matter what we draw. We discarded Echo. We're going to go ahead and cast this Echo and leave up 2 mana into not a whole lot of nothing. Okay. We have 2 of the 3 pieces we need to combo kill my opponent. I could have just been swinging at them, but I'm hoping I left them stranded without a fetch land. And if that's the case, that's a Beseiju. Yes, I will use this ability. I'll go get a breeding pool. Not pay life. I'm okay with this, really. Tameo is going to name what? What does Tameo name? Names Grist. And revealed not Grist. All right. So we're playing very much the same deck. They have a pile of Beseiju. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Okay. This is fine. We are going to Petty Theft the Goblin Shaman. And then all right. So blue, 1, green, blue. Yep, sweet. All right, cool. I'm gonna play this land. I'm gonna play Leovold. I am going to attack Tameo. I'm going to discard this Damnation. That's not going to do a whole lot. I don't think Exploration's not a terrible draw. Except I don't have another blue source to fetch with this Bloodstain Mire. Or a green source to fetch with it. So I want to leave up casting the Brazen Borrower to start aggroing my opponent out. Yeah, my opponent's probably not going to discard. Yep, didn't think so. Survival. Well, that's scary. Discards Gristlebrand. Oh, this is going to be like... Oh, this is like a pile of Reanimator nonsense. Yeah, activates Renin 6. Cast Grist. Yup, seems reasonable. Alright. That's a Thundering Falls. We know one of the cards in their hand is a Boseiju. They can't currently use it. They have Strip Mine. Alright. So we are going to cast this Brazen Borrower. This kills Renin 6. Yeah. Alright. Well, that was grindy. Alright, so I don't think we need this Damnation. We kind of need the Chain Lightning. The Terra Sunder looks like it's going to be really good. Incidental Graveyard Hate and Echo. Don't think I want Jar. I don't think I want Wheel of Fortune. Huh. Maybe I do want Jar and Damnation. And then play an expressive iteration over this Wheel of Fortune. I think that's the plan. All right, on the draw again. We have LED Jar, blue mana. Yep, keep. Drawing a land there is not really what I wanted. All right, so they do have black mana. It's just not... We didn't see any discard spells out of them. I'm going to wait on this Prismatic Vista. I'm going to play Urza's Saga. If it gets Strip Mined, it gets Strip Mined. But this also allows me to brazen... Yeah, see, there's a Strip Mine. Load of mana. Okay. Sure. This is fine. All right, we'll go ahead and fetch. I'm going to go get a blue source. Because I don't want to draw my basic island right now. Magic Online. Thank you. Oh. Well, that changes things. I'm going to dash this Ragavan. I was going to play the Sylvan Library. But dashing Ragavan seems like a much better proposition. And if we find something that's really good... So I could discard my hand to play Nasika's Chariot. Do I think that's better? No. I don't think Ragavan plus Nasika's Chariot's gonna win the game. No, but I will be bouncing this Preacher back to their hand. Petty theft. Preacher. It's not what I want. Dash. Ragavan. There was a pause there. Like they had something. Tarmagoose. So I could LED, that's 4 mana. No. Alright. Return the Raggedaddy back to my hand. Crucible. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, that's okay. So I want to get strip mined every turn for the rest of the game. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Let's dash this Ragavan. Alright. I can play this Sylvan Library. Bounce this Ragavan. And they don't have an extra. Yep, sure. So it just means the treasure token generated by Ragavan's just going to be generating Ragavans. Yes. All right. You can go back. You can go back. Play. This feels like a trap. It feels like they have a removal spell, which is fine. Yeah. Let's go ahead and cast this LED. It seems okay. If they want to not advance their board by strip mining me a bunch of times, it's fine. One. Yes. Neither of those cards are good. All right. I'm just going to pay the max there because I need to get rid of those cards from the top of my library. And it allows me to continue hitting my land drops. Yep, sure, that's fine. I don't know if we're going to win this game, chat. I do not know. We need to hit, like, Echo. Alright, that's, like, the best card we could hope for. Yes. Second best card we could hope for. Alright, so you get to go on top. I can't pay 4 life here. So I'm just trying to see if No, I think I have to echo. Let's pay green mana to echo. Have a blue floating. Because we got to draw really good. That's kind of good. All right, so I can play this Prismatic Vista, tear asunder this Fable, and then Thought Scour on my turn, or Thought Scour me at the end of their turn. Oh, does that mean I'm dead? 2, 4, 8. Oh, it means I can't fetch. Yeah. All right. All right, so the Sylvan's going to have to come up huge. I don't know how, but it's going to have to come up huge. Where 1? That's a chain lightning. That doesn't do anything. Yes. That would be kind of huge. All right. So that game's over. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, my opponent went aggro, and I got strip mined out. So we want this Outland Liberator. We can put this expressive iteration back. And I think that's gonna be it. I think that's the best bet. Let's see what we can do here. We're on the play for the first time this match. We have a fast bond. We have a draw 7. Yeah, I'm okay with this. All right. That's not a strip mine. It's a mana chicken. All right. Let's get this Spar's headquarters. We're going to feel real bad. Fast bond. Yes. We'll play 1 land. All right. Yeah, that's fine. We'll bounce that at the end of their turn. If we draw a Mox, that will be sweet. Oh, Magic Online. All right. I don't hate that. Target player mills 3. Target creature gets -3, -1. Target player. Target creature. Black, green. So I can pick up this Marsh Flats if I wanted. This also takes them. Nope. We're going to pick up Urza Saga because that seems so much better. Urza Saga triggers. I don't need to play another land. I have nothing to do with the mana. Alright, so that casts priests. It's fine. Well, there's an echo for when this Urza Saga goes away. It can get LED. What's the condition on you? Whenever you have the most life, you draw a card and lose a life. That's fine. Alright, I don't think we're going to make 2 constructs. I think we might just make 1 to chump. I think that's the plan. Yes, you can take my brain freeze. It's not going to do anything. Beseiju my Urza Saga. Alright, well. I guess I'm making a construct. And then any untapped land works here. So let's go get a Badlands. You can attack me for 2, that's fine. Okay. No blocks. I'll take 2. Because I'm going to swing back for 4 or 5, maybe. We will not be swinging back for all of that damage. We'll be swinging back for 3, maybe. I mean, I guess we can jar. Okay. Cool. Jar. Does that win? I think that might win. Always yields. Yes. Play an exploration for storm count. Underworld breach. We have to brain freeze. And it has to hit LED. Done. Same. Okay. We hit LED. All right. We have 4 cards left in our library, and we win the match. That was a tough one. I was not sure we were going to win that last game, but that's the power of Fastbond in Jar. It turns out I didn't need to play that exploration because I flipped the Jar on the first brain freeze mill, but you can't always know that. So you have to you got to play to your outs, and that was the most I could do at the time because I only had the 1 red source. And I'm super glad I counted my mana or played that breeding pool untapped. Because if I had not, I would have been 1 mana short and would have died. All right, we are on the draw for round 2. I mean, if we're just going to lose die rolls, that's fine. His hand is fine. I'll keep it. We have 2/3 of our combo. It's great. We have Urza Saga constructs. We have a Lotus Cobra on 2. If we draw a Brain Freeze, we can win on turn. Okay. This might be a turn 3 win. Right? Right? Cobra. No, it'll be turn 4. All right. Urza Saga. Play Cobra. Next turn, we'll have Terra Sunder up. If we need to. Or we can make Urza Saga constructs, which I think we will. Oh, so they kept on top with the sewers, and they kept on top with the second surveil land. Was this Esper Control? Kaito Shizuki. Okay. That's fine. What are you, Esper Reanimator? Discard Urborg. Okay. That's fine. There's a Saga trigger. Play a land, make a white mana. Move to combat. Attack my opponent for 2. And then hold up Urza Saga construct. I just realized we don't have red mana for Breach. So we can't quite win that way yet. Doomsday with a Kaito activation. That's fine. There is a timing on this that is really going to matter. If they have Oracle in hand, they just need to put a spell on the stack. They put a spell on the stack, I can brain freeze them out and I win. Unless their next spell is Oracle. Okay, so all right, see what they got. We got a Snap, we got a Ponder, we have a Hull Breacher, so our draw 7s are bad. We have this is functionally irrelevant, Currency Converter, Ophiomancer, Astral Dragon, Stalker. So they're like blue-black stuff. Not activating Kaito. Alright, there's a Kaido activation. Put a spell on the stack. Discarding Emrakul the Promised End. End step. Make a construct. That's a spell. Alright. So we need them to not have a counter spell. Brain freeze you for 6. Same target. Authorical, Bizarre, Baleful Strix, Corpse Dance. Alright. If they have... Nope, Shallow Grave doesn't do it. Or if they... Yeah, okay. Alright. So they are mostly Doomsday with some reanimation stuff. I don't know what the last 4 cards in their hand were. So... Alright, this Damnation's bad. This Chain Lightning's not good. My draw 7s aren't good. So this Chain Lightning actually is kind of good. Fulminator we probably want. We can probably turn into the aggro deck. Get these draw 7s out of here. And turn into like this super low to the ground aggro deck. I don't hate it. I don't think it's good, but I don't hate it. But now they know to play around Brain Freeze. This is a turn 2 Leovold. A turn 1 Cobra, turn 2 Leovold. All right. Duress. All right. Probably takes LED. But I get to F6 now. Yep. Definitely took LED. If they have Dreams of Steel and Oil, which we saw in game 1, they can take Leovold. If they have... All right, so that's a Clamp. Leovold's really good against Clamp. Make a black mana. Play Leovold. Attack. And then we have Fulminator Loam next turn. I don't hate that. There's Survival. That's Witherbloom Command. All right, so we go. We have to make a black mana. Cast. Destroy mill 3. I mill 3. We blow up survival. We pick up Marsh Flats. Cast Fulminator. And we blow up the Overgrown Tube. Attack for 5. All right. Cool. Yep, sure. All right. So they're probably going to take the Liberator. It's kind of like the only card that doesn't immediately punish them for casting Thoughtseize. We drew a land, which wasn't great. We're going to make a green mana. We're going to fetch. Going to get a Spar's Headquarters. Going to make another green mana. Going to cast Loam. Going to attack for 5. So, fulminating that Overgrown Tomb took them off Doomsday. Free the Fae, mill 4 cards, and they missed. Love it. All right. So that was a quick 2-0 showing the aggro. We are in for a trophy match. Let's go ahead and get this so we can refire the queue and maybe get a double cube session. I would love to get a double cube session on the last cube day of the season. Let's turn this fan up a little bit. All right. So this deck, this deck is doing a lot more than I expected it would. We're on the play for the final round, playing for the cube. Got a turn 1 Ragavan. Keep. Cast Ragadaddy. And then if we can get in with Ragavan, we can turn to a tireless tracker, which would just be A+. Cycling and Oliphant. Well, that's into a raucous theater, which is the red-black land. So we might get reanimated. Let's see what Ragavan has in store for us. We flip a black-green land. All right. Play this island. Go ahead and slam this tireless tracker because we have the land in hand. We'll just put our opponent way on the back foot here. Looking. It's not a removal spell. I'm pretty sure you bin it. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get our clue. Attacks. Just going to attack for 5. Flip off Ragavan. Preacher of the Schism. Let's cast this Mox Jet. We can go ahead and cast that. We have this Chain Lightning if we want. Because this is 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Puts them to 5. What we got, opponent? Goblin Rabble Master. Alright. We're going to send the 1/1 to its death, which is fine. 1/1. Dead 1/1. Alright. I'm going to sack this clue. Yes, it gives up on my treasure, but putting a counter on the Tireless Tracker I think is worth it. And this Marsh Flats pays dividends. Cool beans. Let's remove the Rabble Master. Let's attack for a whole lot. We get to draw a card off the Priest to another fetch land, which is fantastic. 2, 4, 8. Cracking the clue's not going to matter. We'll save our mana to see what we flip off Ragavan. Nothing. Alright. So let's go ahead, cast a Mana Vault. Pass the turn. Shouldered. Alright. Let's Thought Scour in response. It's a fast bond. I'm gonna fetch a basic swamp here. No, I can fetch a Badlands. Make another clue. Draw another card. That's an Urza Saga. Okay, cool beans. Alright, so we're gonna lose 2 life. Off drawing a card. No. Drawing more lands. Perfect. Let's play this Urza Saga. I can make a bunch of clues. Go ahead and always yield to fast bond. Get a basic swamp. Because I know this the Tireless Tracker is a must block. So I'm going to lose 3 life on the attack here. drawing another land. That's fine. They have to take 4. We get a Ragavan hit into a looter scooter. All right, let's play land. And I'm going to wheel. Goldspan broadside. You know what? Let's play Lotus Cobra. Play a forest. Always yield to Lotus Cobra. Make a blue mana. Play a breeding pool. No. Make a blue mana. Cast a Brazen Borrower. Cast a Looter Scooter. And even if they have a board wipe, they still lose next turn because I have this Urza Saga in play. I can't really play any more lands. I don't have any way to gain life. All right. Yeah, my opponent saw the same thing I did. Okay, so they have Shieldred and Voidwalker, which makes my draw 7s so much worse. Echo. Let's go ahead, get this Sharp-Eyed Rookie in here, FTK, and Blood Tithe Harvester. Let's see what we can do. On the draw, unfortunate. We do have a turn 1 exploration. I'm okay with this. We're probably going to keep the Spar's headquarters in our hand to cycle. Unless we find a territorial Kavu. Yep, trying. That's fine. Tap lands are okay. But drawing another land there was not great. Okay. Opponent's missing red mana. I would like a spell. That's not a spell. No. Do that. 6. Alright, so I can cycle this headquarters at the end of turn. Hopefully draw something. Cycle. Okay. Just draw lands. Into Fast Pond. Absolutely. That's it's exactly what I wanted to draw. I'm not going to play this Fast Bond. It just doesn't do anything. That's an Ayara. It's great. I'm going to go ahead and fetch out a basic swamp now. I'm going to bolt this Ayara. That's not really a card I wanted to draw. We can do this though. Maybe we hit a Urza's Saga, which is kind of what we want to hit. If we don't, we did not. So we'll take the Spars headquarters. I'll go ahead and bolt this Ayara. Cycle Spars headquarters. Blue, green, black. Because I can. There's the tireless tracker that I've been looking for like 18 turns. This game brought to you by drawing 1,000 lands. Because turn one exploration's fantastic, but when you draw 9 lands, 10 lands on turn 5, it's not great. I mean, we haven't lost the game. The game's not over. I'm going to take 4. I'm going to block this vampire token. Because now, if I draw a land, it draws cards. 5 mana. What's 5 mana? Zombie fish. Love it. All right. There's a plan. All right, so we have 21 cards. Breach, exploration, brain freeze, brain freeze. Or breach, fast bond, brain freeze, brain freeze. All right. I mean, I guess we gotta go for it. No, cancel. Cast fast bond. I could damnation, but I think winning the game is better. All right, we have 9 cards to hit LED. Same targets, same targets. And we have a second shot. No LED. LED. All right. Show you LED. 1, 2, 3. Done. Add blue mana. LED. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep this chain lightning in here. 5, 6. I need 3 more storm or 2 more casts of brain freeze. Brain freeze, target you, blue mana. 1, 2, 3. Done. Same, 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 same. If they have an Eldrazi, we'll be very sad. Then we'll just have to force a chain lightning kill, which we might be able to. No, it looks like they're just red-black aggro. One, two, three. Done. Okay. All right. That, my friends, is a trophy. Once Magic Online decides to load again. All right. So, what I'm going to do real quick is restart Magic Online. And pimp my YouTube channel, I guess. So if you missed any of that trophy run or any of the stream, you can go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. It is in my link tree right down below. And if you are watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching on YouTube. Go ahead and make sure you click that subscribe button. And make sure the bell is on so you get notified every time I post a video. Go ahead, hit the like for me if you like the video. If you don't, go ahead, hit the like button. It helps me out. You can go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know whether or not my audio is on or live. I think it is. I believe it is. According to OBS, it is. And if you would like to catch me live, you can go ahead and click the Twitch link in the description or follow my link tree on all of my socials. Or click on my link tree on my profile, follow all of my socials. I will be live again on Thursday at noon to be playing Penny Dreadful, which is a effectively free format on Magic Online. It is fantastic, and it's 60 card constructed. So we are going to go ahead and jump right into the second cube of the evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. It's time zones are weird. So second cube, hopefully we can bang this out in an hour and 15, hour and a half. But this will be my last cube of the season. The cube ends tomorrow, me time. So if you are seeing this in the future, thanks for checking out the video, even though the Vintage Cube's not live. I will be back the next time the Vintage Cube is back on Magic Online on Tuesdays at noon for Tuesday Cubes Day. But if you would like to come and check out a brand new format on Magic Online, Season 33 of Penny Dreadful is coming up very soon. So for the next 2 weeks, we will be playing combo decks because I like playing combo decks at the end of the format. So, and then once Season 33 goes live, we'll be starting all over again, playing new decks in a new format with maybe some Outlaws of Thunder Junction Magic cards. So let's hurry up and crack pack number 1 and pray for some power. I would like an Ancestral. I like Ancestral. Ancestral would be great. Black Lotus would be fantastic. If I had to choose between the two, I think it might be Ancestral. I'm a sucker for drawing magic cards. That's all I like to do is draw cards. Give me all of the magic cards, please. All of them. Come on. We need one more player. One more. One more, please. Pretty please. Pretty, pretty, pretty please. Ooh, looks like we are live. Magic Online is still kind of chugging. We have no power. We do have a Parallax Wave. That card's really powerful. We have a Dark Depths if you're into that kind of thing. Titania, same thing, kind of in the lands deck. I'm going to go ahead and snap up this Ragavan, however. As we saw in the last draft, Ragavan is very, very powerful magic card. Here we have some stuff. Teferi is a very powerful magic card. I don't mind playing that, but I already took a red card. I don't want to like jump into double off color. I could take this expressive iteration, but I think I'm going to take this Othari and maybe do like a red white aggro deck. For big cards. All right, so in this pack we have Path, we have Manatide, we have Stern Scolding. I don't really want to take a blue card here. There's a Hollowed Fountain if I was going to take a blue card. There's Flicker Wisp, which will probably wheel. I think I'm going to take the non-conditional removal spell. Seems super reasonable. Here, there's not really a whole lot for us. I'm going to take this Intrepid Adversary. And maybe the Cut Down Wheels, Lily Wheels, Souls of the Lost. We might end up Mardu, depending on how the packs break. But there wasn't a whole lot for the deck we're kind of drafting. If I see a bunch more green cards in the next, like, 2 or 3 packs, or there's a super powerful green card, I might pivot. Oh, there's an Adeline. There's a Lawnmower. There's a Crucible of Worlds. A Savannah Priest of the Fell Rites. I'm going to take Adeline. Just, mono white aggro. Splashing Ragavan, I guess. Here, I can take this Guardian Scale Lord, but I think I'm going to take this Carnosaur. It's a removal spell that, if we go long, can like discover into Othari. I don't hate it. And like we don't have anything to flashback with Dreadhorde. I'm gonna take Chandra, and then we might end up like a bigger red white deck, and then maybe the Porcelain Legionnaire wheels. I don't hate this. Wayfarer. It's not a great card. Coalition Relic is fine. Gets us from 3 to 5. I'm going to take Wayfarer for now. Well, I'm going to take Wayfarer. This might not make the final cut. Same thing with Carnosaur. We're looking for red white lands, more aggressive cards. See what we get up to. Looking for either Thalia, well, the Sun Gold Wield, so that's okay. It's not fantastic, but for what we're doing, it's fine. Alright, so I can take this Goblin Bombardment or this Timeless Dragon. I already have a couple of, like, big, nasty things. And in a board lock situation, bombardment's not terrible. It makes all my goofy 1-mana 1/1s do something later. Oh, Mana Tithe wields? I love Mana Tithe. Nobody respects Mana Tithe. Alright, we'll put you in the board for the grindy matchups. I guess we'll take this Soul to the Lost. In case we end up, like, picking up a Savai Triome, maybe. Go ahead and move these over here. Cards I don't really want to put in this deck, unless we end up with, like, a Soul Ring or a Mana Vault. If we end up with Mana Vault in pack 2, I might think about playing Carnosaur. Let's take the removal spell. I'm not going to play either of those. Take the prime time. Alright. So their swords. The Lotus Petal. Dak Faden Glimmer Lens. I'm going to take the swords. And then maybe this Glimmer Lens wheels. Or Grim or Pyro or the very, like, unexpectedly absent. Well, there's a couple of cards we want in this pack. I'm going to take this Palace Jailer. It's really good. We might get Mind Collapse back. I wouldn't hate it. I just can't. There's also a Fiery Confluence. There's no red-white lands. I've not seen a single one. So this Wandering Emperor is probably going to wheel. I could take this Mishra's Research Desk or this Get Lost. I don't mind taking the Get Lost here. Something to deal with Planeswalkers. We haven't seen bolts yet. Any of the bolts. Either of the bolts. Sorry. And then maybe we don't play this Chandra. Maybe. Double red's kind of hard. But if we don't play it till, like, turn 12, fine. I'm really prioritizing red-white lands over just about anything else. Moms, I think, are the only things I would take over them right now. Maybe a Thalia. No, not Thalia. But red-white lands are the high priority. I mean, I can live without these cards. I mean, we're only like halfway through pack 2, so it's fine. Well, there's no red-white land. There is a Showdown, which will probably wheel, but I'm going to snap off Mom. Mom is just super integral to the deck, and having early plays. You know, we say red-white land. We get the tap land. And there's a Jitte. Do we take Jitte? Do I go back on what I say and take Jitte? Is that what I'm doing? Jitte is really good in the creature matchup, though. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to take Jitte. Feel real bad about life. There's a Samwise. I'm going to take this Skyclave. Maybe Sam wheels. Um, if not, that's fine. Benevolent Bodyguard is a fantastic magic card. There's also a Figure of Destiny. Do I get a card out of this pack? It'll probably be Soulscar Mage. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Bodyguard and maybe Figure Wheels instead of Soulscar Mage. If somebody's heavier red, the Lava Dart, take Paolo. All right, let's go ahead and put this Chandra on the board for now. Unless like we take every red white land in the next pack, we might just end up being mono white, which is fine. Like I don't hate it, but we don't have either Thalia or like a Stoneforge with the Stoneforge package. But we're halfway through pack 2 and have seen one red white land. All right, so this was the pack we opened. I'm going to take this Glimmer Lens. Oh, the Fiery Confluence Wield. Okay. Let's put that in the board. It's another one of those, if we end up with 2 or 3, like if we end up with a red fetch lands, yep, I knew the Wandering Emperor will wheel. It's fantastic. Carry Zev. It's fine. Do I take the Mutagenic Growth? No, we'll take the Carry Zev. This turn 1 Ragavan into turn 2 Orthari didn't quite pan out. We already saw Prismatic Vista. We saw the red white Tapland, which I think is in this pack coming up. But drafting an aggro deck for the last deck of the season, we might actually be able to get everything in there. Not going to play any of these cards. Take Tarmogoyf, Lightning Tutor. Yep. Okay. Wow. All right. So this is the pivot point. Do we want to play the red cards? I'm not going to take Giver. Giver's going to wheel. If Giver doesn't wheel, Robber will. All right, so I can take the Sacred Foundry and maybe play these 2 red cards, which I don't hate. We do lose out on the Marsh Flats. There's still a bunch of red or white fetch lands that I wouldn't mind picking up for it. Or if we stick to mono white, we put these 2 in the board and take the strip mine. And then pray the Giver wheels. Ragavan's just a cracked in half magic card. So no power in pack 2. All right, there's an Inspiring Vantage. I don't hate that. There's also an Eagles of the North, which might wheel, which would get the Sacred Foundry, which I'd be okay with. There's a Luris. There's also a Looter Scooter and an Arid Mesa. All right. So this Selfless Spirit's probably going to wheel. We could play this Luris. So there's like 4 cards out of this pack we want. I'm going to take this Arid Mesa and see which one wheels. This allows us to guaranteed play the red cards we want to play. I can take this Werefox Bodyguard. That's fine. I I can play Beaumont Courier, but I'm not excited about it. I could take this Lingering Souls. Maybe we get a white-black source. No, I'm going to take Beaumont. Or is it Season Pyro? Oh, it's Beaumont. Alright. I think we can play this Fiery Confluence. I don't think we can play this Chandra. Unless we get a plateau. If we get a plateau, if we get the plateau, I can play the Chandra, I think. Or if we get another white fetch land and there's nothing else in the pack. So we're at 20 cards right now. 19 cards because I don't want to play this Beaumont Courier. Not particularly. Oh, Showdown didn't wheel. That's right. Right. My 4-drop slot is kind of packed. Wow, this pack has nothing for us really. Anger, I guess, maybe. Sure. All right, Season Hollowblade. It's a magic card for us. Council's Judgment's fine. All right. That's not great. Not great. Does Stepmom wheel? Stepmom wheels, I think we're in the right spot. Because, like, 4 red sources is probably fine enough to play the 3 red cards we have. This Fiery Confluence is more for reach than anything. Stepmom did not wheel. All right, so we can take this Robber of the Rich. Let's put that over there. So this is a pack with Luris in it. I would play a Luris. This is not the pack with Luris in it. So which 4-drop do we want? Elspeth, I guess? Yeah. This is the pack with Luris. So I have a pile of 3-drops. I'm going to take the Selfless Spirit. Alright. Sort by mana value. I mean, this is fine. Ephemerate doesn't really do anything. So this is 18 lands. I don't like it. We'd want like one more card. Last card, Chandra, I guess. I kind of like Chandra over Fiery Confluence. Or is it Robber? I think it's Robber. Like play. There's a Lingering Souls I'm not going to play. Stalker I'm not going to play. Last pick, Kidden. Nobody wanted Kidden combo. Alright, so like the last couple of cards here, like we didn't end up with a Mana Crypt or any Moxen, so we're playing a very like fair deck, which I don't particularly like. So let's do that. 16 lands, bunch of ones and twos, couple of threes, couple of fours. Lothari. It's 4 red sources, which is probably fine for the 3 red cards. They're all single pipped, so. And there's only 1 basic mountain in the deck. All right. I mean, it's fine. Let's go ahead and get our game on. I mean, we're gonna lose pretty hard to the combo decks. But we should be okay against like the mid range, the 4 color mid range decks. The aggro decks is just gonna matter whether or not they have power. But we can go bigger if we want. Just not going to be the greatest thing in the world. This deck is just decidedly fine. I mean, maybe we were supposed to take the strip mine. Maybe not. We are on the draw. It's not great for the aggro deck. A whole bunch of lands, no ones or twos, no red source. Going back. 1 land. On the draw. This is probably fine. Go ahead and bottom this council's. No, cancel. Bottom the Jitte. Gotta draw land. Alright. It's fine. We have both Mana Tithe and Swords. We have 1 more turn to dodge like a miss land drop. Never didn't have it. Well, that feels bad. Alright, let's hope they don't have anything super powerful on 4. Okay. Draw land. I draw land. If we draw land, we'll be okay. If we don't, we're dead. It's kind of what it is. If they get to untap, we lose. I'm pretty sure. Never didn't have it. Oh. I think we lose. I think we're dead. The highs and lows of Magic the Gathering. So they play a Planeswalker. I'm going to concede. Oh, into an Adeline? No, we're just like extra dead. All right. Well, that was an extra beating. Yeah, I mean, the deck is what the deck is. So we're just gonna go ahead and click submit. Wait for my opponent to sideboard in all of their wraths and get rid of the, um, you know, and bring in all their targeted removal, and watch as we just crumble. This is this is not great. Not great for the home team. All right. See if we can do this better. Ugh. 4 lands. All right. This hand at least does stuff. It's not a lot of stuff. It's very similar to the first hand, but we all saw what happened in game 1. And like we can go Jitte into Bodyguard into, okay, Intrepid Adversary. Let's play our creatures, man. Done. Again, not great. That's a Ragavan. I mean, of the magic cards we could draw, counter the Ragavan? No. Well, somebody's got a removal spell. Attack with all creatures. Oh, they have a blocker. All right. I'll trade with Ragavan. That's fine. That's okay with me. All right. Do you have Force of Negation? No. Bye bye, true name. Okay. We got stuff. We got stuff. All right, so they might be like blue white flash. Oh no, my adversary got ousted. All right, let's you're going to get mana drain. No. Oh. So they're kind of the mirror. Let's get this Adeline out of here. You draw a card with a clue. They can go Intrepid Adversary Kicks or Bodyguard. No, just hardcast the Adeline. All right, that's fine. Because I'm going to Bodyguard the hell out of that. Or if we draw a land, Jitte. There will be Jitte. That is, oh, right. I got ousted. Right. Adeline. And they can't bodyguard my bodyguard because it says non-fox creature, which is great. No, they're just going to adversary kicked, which is fine. They're going to kick it twice. That's okay. I'm okay with this. A land would be great. I'll take 6. That's okay. That's not a land. All right. Add a lead. Because what this allows me to do is block the adversary, block the Thraben Inspector, and the Thraben Inspector will die and take 3. Unless they bodyguard my Adeline, in which case I really need to draw land. Actually, if they bodyguard my Adeline, that's fine. Skull Clamp. All right. That's okay. Activate Skull Clamp on the human token. Just attacking with that. I'll take 4. That's fine. Holding up Werefox Bodyguard. All right. Let's get a Seasoned Hollowblade in there. Because I think that's going to be my best bet. And then I can attack with... Oh. Okay. I can attack with both Adeline and the Spellbinder. No, we don't want to do that. No, we also don't want to do that because they'll just gain 5 and it won't matter. God, that mana drain, man. All right, so they have 2 cards in hand. We know one of them is Werefox Bodyguard. We'll take 4. Taking 4 is fine. Yeah, equipping Thraben U. Wait. All right. Jete. They're probably going to bodyguard whatever I attempt to equip here. No. They might do it in combat, which is fine. I just really need to get the card out of their hand. They can go ahead and gain 5 life here. That's okay. If they let me hit, that's going to be so bad for them. No. Okay. I didn't think so. So they're going to gain 5. They're going to make that go away. That's okay. This is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. We've probably lost this game. This did not work out well for your hero. If they swing with everything, we're forced to block. We can go to 1. But then there's going to be another Adeline in play. 5, 8, 12. Yeah, we're forced to block the intrepid adversary. And I have to double block it to get it off the table. And then play my own and hope that's good enough. Hope it holds the fort. Because if they have another counterspell, or if they have Mystic Confluence in their hand, they can bounce both of my creatures and just kill me. I've F6'd. See what you got, opponent. Alright, my audio's still live. I didn't lose it halfway through stream. Love it. Love it. Oh, that's what happened. The fan turned off. Block. Block. Go to what? 1, 2. I wondered why I was getting really hot. My fan turned off. Oh, they're just taking Adeline off the table. No, not taking Adeline. Yeah. Yeah, I think the play is block the Werefox Bodyguard. I think you have to. Because that puts Adeline on the table. I go to 1 and am very dead. No, they equip the 1/1. All right, that's fine. That would not be my play, but I'm at 1. Equip Adeline. That's okay. Oh, that was a miracle draw. So what do I do here? What do I do here? I can equip Jete, plow Adeline. I think it starts with plowing Adeline. Eat a plow. They have a counterspell, we die. Because I can play this intrepid adversary, block, take 2, or take 1, take dead, or block, take 2, gain 1, go to 12, or go to 2, have a 3/1 in play, assuming they don't move the Skull Clamp. If they move the Skull Clamp, we go back to no, the plow worked. So they have something. All right, we have died. That was just a beating. Double mulligans aren't great, you know. It happens. Drawing 4 lands in the aggro deck is very borderline, but I don't think I was incorrect to mulligan those. And I mean, I was very dead in game 1 when they countered my council's judgment. There was just nothing I could really do about that, because that's my only way to remove True Name. Like, and then into Adeline, like I can't win that game. I'm so far behind that game. All right, here we are for round 2 on the draw. Losing die rolls is also not great for us. So, because we don't have like super powerful catch up mechanics. And this is why I'm not like a super huge fan of this particular iteration of the cube. Um, like the mono white aggro deck was always super. Oh, well, that has no lands, so that's an automatic mulligan. Um, but back to what I was saying, the mono white aggro deck was always good in previous iterations of the cube. So I'm going to keep the 6-card hand. I kept the hand already. I'm going to bottom this Get Lost because this allows me to curve out. And maybe we draw a red land at some point to maybe pop this Belmont. So, opponent's a blue deck. It's not great. They have an upkeep stop on turn 1. Oh, they're also on a Mulda 6? Cool. Cool. Are they going to Ancestral? Because now would be the time to Ancestral against an unknown opponent. No, no Ancestral. Drawing another basic plains there is not great. It's not a thing I really want. But let's no, okay. Another basic island. Cool. Cool. Yeah, upkeep stops. Come on, opponent. Let's play some magic. I drew yet another land. All right, cool beans. Cool beans. We're going to attack with Beaumont, play this Jitte, and hopefully start drawing spells. No, I want to play Jitte. Did I hit the wrong button in my combat step? I hit the wrong button in my combat step. That's not going to... Oh, yep. Yep, hit the wrong button in my combat step. So... Psycho... Oh, okay. Jitte... What... Masterful plays. Masterful plays. I knew they were holding up a counterspell. Well, drawing Manatide there is pretty good. It's not really a card I wanted to draw. This Beaumont Courier is not going to go the distance. All right, opponent, what do you got? It's always yield to that. All right, Chite. Masterfully played around this miscalc. Well, it got memory lapsed. That's fine. I'll draw it next turn. It'll be a spell to draw. Chite. Does it resolve this time? No. Getting force of will, pitching days. Okay. All right, little buddy. 15 more turns. I don't know what we're doing here, but gotta be doing something. My opponent's just not drawing lands, so they've drawn all spells. Means when they do draw lands, we're not gonna have a good time. Got 5 cards under this Beaumont. This is gonna draw me a million cards when I draw a red source. Hey, look, a red source. We are gonna attack first. Attack with everything. Because what this will do is if they have any spell they want to cast, they will cast it in combat. Then I can manatize it. Right? I mean, I'm going to go for it. The cards in my hand don't do anything. Don't stifle me. I don't even know if stifle's in the cube. I don't think so. I don't even think the 3 mana stifle's in the cube. The cycle stifle. Get a Sacred Foundry. Pay 2 life. My life total is mostly irrelevant. Oh, those are magic cards. All right. Let's play Palo. I have cards to discard to Hollow Blade. A+. See what you got going on, opponent. What you got? My opponent's going to time out. Nope. All right. Didn't want to give me the information. Okay, so I have a feeling that my removal spells are not going to be great. We might want to go a little bit bigger. So let's switch that out for another mountain. And we'll do that. On the draw, up a game. We got about half hour to finish this league. My opponent is I need to draw lands with this hand. I have a 1-drop. I can't keep this hand. I can't. I want to so badly, but I can't. All right, this hand is fine. I'm going to keep it bottom of land. And maybe we draw one. Oh, they're red-blue. Ragavan on one. You know what? That gets blocked by Beaumont Courier. This isn't attacking. This is blocking a Ragavan. Blocking a Ragavan. No. Getting Chain Lightning. Okay. That's fine. Flip a land. I dare ya. Or an irrelevant spell. Oh! That was like the worst. Okay. Ah, and we drew the red source. I mean, yeah. That's what I got. I'm going to get countered. It's going to feel terrible. I'm going to die to this Ragavan. I will block if given the opportunity. I need to get this Ragavan off the table. Yeah, you took 4 days to cast your counterspell. You know I'm tapped out. You know I'm not playing blue. To be fair, they can't really cast most of the stuff in my deck because it's double white or double red at this point. I apologize for the people with loud mufflers, or no mufflers, as the case may be. Just, waiting on my maybe their internet's being terrible and they're not just like slow playing the very obvious plays. Seasoned Hollowblade. Yep. Yep. Yup. All right. I mean, make the plays I can. We will be blocking this Ragavan. We have a counter spell for a removal spell if we need to. But I do not think we are going to win this particular game. We will be blocking the Ragavan. We'll stay at 16. Say we're missing red mana. Ugh. Played around the mana tithe. That is not great. All right. I mean, we found a win condition. Of cards to draw. It's a pretty good one. Don't force me, bro. Last card better not be forcible blue card. Is it under its owner's control? I don't know. but because it says until an opponent becomes the monarch, I think it might come back under their control. Shrug. I don't know. I'm F6. We'll see what happens. Ooh, and we draw a Thari. It's a really good magic card. And this is why you take Ragavan off the table. Because we get to just slam a Thari next turn and feel real good about life. Oko. Okay. That's fine. Oh. Do I just like Council's Judgment the Oko? I think that's the plan. I think I have to Council's Judgment the Oko rather than play a Thari. Because I'm pressuring them. I'm pressuring their life total, and the One Ring's also pressuring their life total. Alright, Sun Gold's a good draw. If I draw a land, I can Athari and hold up Mana Tithe. They have a million cards in hand. I'm not going to beat them on that access. That's why I'm not going to take out the One Ring, because they can start putting 3/3s into play. Though I could have slammed Athari and killed the Oko and saved the Council's Judgment. Maybe that was the right play. Maybe that was the correct play. Because I forgot they bring in a 2/2. Yeah. That's fine. They're playing around the Mana Tithe. Which is fine. Or they're just playing so they have... I want to play a blocker. Get Mana Tithe on turn 6. Okay. Exile Chain Lightning. Because if they have the Snapcaster, I don't want them to remove my creature. Oh, that's a Fiery Confluence? That's great. Alright. So they're at effectively 8. I will block if presented the opportunity. And then I will slam Athari next turn. Oh, and taking out the Chain Lightning took them off Delirium. Yep. No, because Expressive Iteration's a sorcery. I should have taken the Ragavan. Did not know they had DRC. But I will most certainly slam this Athari next turn. Gut. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. That changes things. Because they're probably going to sacrifice the food token. Or the One Ring. So I can take 7. I go to 9. I attack them for a lot. 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That's fine. They can become the monarch. And I get my Season Hollow Blade back. Hot. That's super good. All right, so we know they have days. We know they have force. They're tapping out for Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, that's fine. So we need them to not have Force of Will. No Force of Will? Of course, the force pitching days. So playing around days was a thing. Okay. So they're missing artifact or land. Four, eight. And put one on top. That's not great. All right, so 4, 8, 9, 10. So we're dead no matter how I slice it, right? Because we block here, we take 10. All right, cool. Yeah, yeah, we lose. That's fine. Go to game 3. Okay, so maybe the removal spells are necessary. Get those out of here. We want, yeah, that's fine. Do that, submit. All right, go back to the game 1 configuration. See if we can do the Ragavan on 1 trick. All right, so we need to win this game to at least hope to get our money back. On the play, Ragavan on 1. Love it. Actually, I lied. I think we're going to play Mom on 1 and dash Ragavan on 2. I think that's the plan. Darn them all to 6. Inspiring Vantage, Mom. Because what this does is this forces them to Chain Lightning the Mom if they have it. Drawing a land there is great. We get dazed, it's fine. We have other plays. We get forced, that's a 2 for 1. If we get to time them out, we get to time them out. That's fine. All right, waiting on my opponent. We do have Mother Runes as protection, though I don't know what they can play for 1 blue mana at this point. Next turn, we get to go Beaumont dash Ragavan. They might just like be having moto issues or internet issues, which is fine if it, even though, it's not great for content, but ah, oh, well, that's fantastic. I'm just going to chain lightning them. Just be aggressive. I don't really need the treasure token as it stands because the plan's really just dash Ragavan. Okay, the plan is no longer dash Ragavan. Actually, it still is dash Ragavan. Nope, not dash Ragavan. It's Sun Gold, Chain Lightning, and then play Ragavan. No, it's make them fear the Mana Tithe. And then the Sun Gold Sentinel is going to attack into this Ledger Shredder. What do you need? Hexproof from that color can't be blocked by creatures of that color. All right. Ragavan. Huh. All right. I mean, Path the Ledger Shredder. They're holding up a counterspell. Like, this screams I'm holding up a counterspell. Yeah, sure. And they know I have Ragavan. I am okay with this trade. Takes the Ragavan out of play. And the Sun Gold Sentinel, like, only kind of does stuff. I'm going to play not Ragavan into obvious counterspells. Sure. No. No. That is holding up Force of Will. All right. Beaumont Courier. Glimmer Lens. Neat. All right, we're going to tap the team, draw a card. All right. Pro red. That's unfortunate. But again, not playing Ragavan in the counterspells. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's fine, though. Elspeth. Make a 1/1. Pass the turn. Like we're just gonna get in hits where we can. They're tapping out for stuff. That's fine. That was not really a card I wanted to draw, but I'm okay with this. Do you have... All right. I'm just going to hard cast this Ragavan because I can jump it next turn. I'm going to go ahead and fetch for my Sacred Foundry now. Just for F6 value. All right. I would love my Council's Judgment. That would be great. Lelia. Got. Okay. That's not great. But we'll see where things go. Okay. Lelia is attacking Elspeth. Right. Attacking Elspeth, attacking Elspeth. 1/1. Get in the bus. Bus! What did you flip? A land. Alright, that's fine. Elspeth takes 3. Oh, that is a fantastic draw. Okay. So, we're going to Skyclave this gut. We're going to jump the Ragavan. We're going to attack. 2 we get from our opponent. Grow the Lelia. Iteration. Okay. I mean, that's 3 lands I don't have to draw. Cancel. All right, so they're looking, they have to find a removal spell. They don't really have one right now. If they have Snapcaster, we're sad. Because they can snap Fireball. If they don't have a removal spell, I think they lose. Is attacking Elspeth. Yeah, what'd you exile? Time Warp? Yeah, I have to let Elspeth die here. That's unfortunate. If they, like, literally flip anything that's not Time Warp, I think we're okay. They're just casting spells to get card selection. Yep, Memory Lapse to the bottom. Yeah, there's a Time Warp. That's fine. They go to 4. It's like if we can find a way through, say, leave a card on top. They take 4, or they take 3. All right, this is their final turn. I'm at 17. So they have to find a way to remove the 1 ring or kill me this turn. What do we got? We got stomped. All right. Skyclave goes away. They get a 3/3. That's fine. Oko. All right. That's a way to remove the 1 ring. Let's see if they see it. Yep. They figured it out. All right. I mean, they're at 4. And Athari wins. I think it has to literally be Othari. Ethereal Forager. Okay. We're dead next turn. We're not dead next turn. Well, they have 6 cards in their library. We can Werefox the Forager, block Lelia, take 3, 6, 9, 10, maybe. All right. I mean, we're not dead. We are not dead. Beginning of combat. 1, 2, 3. They have a counterspell. We've died. Yeah, hardcast Force of Will. All right. That's unfortunate. So we are on 2. I don't think I'm going to have time to play round 3. So I am going to call it for today. Thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all on Thursday for some Penny Dreadful right here on Twitch. If you missed any of today's stream, want to relive that first draft league where we trophied, and that's vintage cube. Sometimes you trophy, sometimes you go 03. It happens. But if you missed any of today's stream or you just want to watch it again, you can go ahead and head over to my YouTube channel. You can find that in my link tree down below, or search my username in the search bar. Either or, you'll get to my channel. You'll see all my videos. They're always posted there. If you are watching this on YouTube, I am live every Thursday on Twitch at noon Eastern. for some Penny Dreadful. I am also live on Tuesday while this cube is in session. Today is my last day of Vintage Cube streaming for a couple of weeks. I will be back when the Vintage Cube is back. Again, thank you all for watching. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. Make sure you follow me on all my socials. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Hit that like button. Make sure the bell's on. Comment, share. Share all my content. Tell all your friends. And I will see y'all next time.